CZ just stepped down as basically the CEO of Binance. So that's a pretty crazy thing. So what's happening, everyone? Be sure to smash that like button. But Binance is no longer a baby, and just a heads up, he did say that he's going to be replaced. They're going to be $4 billion fine. People were worried about insolvency. In my honest opinion, I'm not too worried about them being insolvent. $4 billion for this exchange is nothing. Absolutely nothing, guys. And a lot of people, I'm worried about keeping money on Binance. I honestly don't think it's going to lay a dent. It's not the same situation as FTX. It's going to take a break. He's going to be basically investor in DeFi. If I look over here, he pled guilty.
Binance.com is embracing regulations all around the world.
There's a very strong need for exchange that want to operate everything properly.
We welcome anyone to look under the hood for our business. I think we run a very clean business.
That his global cryptocurrency exchange would follow the rules, and his company grew. In 2021, its monthly trade volume was greater than the next 4 biggest exchanges.
Yeah, so
but behind this,
Binance, if Binance fails, guess what? All other exchanges are gonna fail, because Binance is not just an exchange. It's actually having 100 products here and there. It's getting a ton of products, and that's the difference. Like, Binance has a ton of other different interesting things that really people are excited about, and that's why I think Binance is gonna. If Binance goes away, you can bet, just like with FTX, it had a ton of other projects and investments. Crypto is going to take like a 50% drop.
Binance was dodging regulations, and some naysayers said that the exchange was
a walking time bomb.
Now, CZ has stepped down as CEO and pleaded guilty to criminal charges in the US. His company will also plead guilty and agree to pay fines totaling $4.3 billion.
This is not that much in crypto. The difference between FTX and Binance is that Binance first is much bigger. Like, crypto was top 5, top 3. And they didn't commingle. They didn't take these funds from users. So they're going to take these funds from their own, like Seifu, or their own deposits, like their own profits. But they're going to have to sell something. So they don't have 21 billion or 4 billion in cash. They have 21 billion in crypto and 500k Bitcoin from what I heard.
Binance became the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the world. Now, Binance is paying one of the largest corporate penalties in US history.
Here's how Binance skirted regulations to rise to the top before that same strategy brought it crashing down.
That's crazy, actually.
I think the value system is a key ingredient that drove us to the success.
So that's 2018. From 2018, 6.5 years, it became so big. Also, crypto went big. Binance did fully helped with that.
That's very quickly.
This is CZ back in 2018. He started the company a year earlier. Within 6 months, Binance surpassed older exchanges to become the largest exchange in the world.
So this is like in crypto history. So there was Kraken a long time. Kraken was there a long time. Coinbase was there a long time, but it's nowhere near that trading volume. Binance, like, everybody loved Binance because it had a good support. So if you have a good support, you retain the customer. Other supports were kind of slow from what I remember. And these exchanges, they made a ton of volume.
World by trade volume. That's partly because CZ set Binance's sights on going global early on. But as it grew, Binance ran into regulatory issues almost immediately.
Of course, there's going to be, countries against crypto that will say, hey, you can't just, set up a shop in our place. You can't just, open up shop and expect us to be okay with it. There, you have to do a ton of procedures, pay us fees, pay us money, but instead it just opened everywhere, right?
Immediately. First, with its original headquarters in China, where the government banned crypto exchanges soon after Binance was founded.
So we generally don't like to go up against governments, so we moved out of China. We're actually not, Tokyo right now, personally.
And again after moving to Japan, which warned the company against conducting trades without a license. And after that, Binance stopped disclosing where it was based.
They won't say
so they moved from China to Japan, and they didn't really say where they're based. Now that's interesting. The Asian markets, they didn't want to keep Japan or China because of the repercussions.
Gave them the edge to serve customers from so many different
They didn't want to take the blame.
parts of the world.
So Binance doesn't have a bank account, doesn't have an office. So we're moving away from the company concept. We're really just an organization or a community that's working together.
But that's also when Binance's lack of a home base started to make operations more complicated, especially in the US. About a fifth of Binance's users at the time were
Yeah, so 41 million users, that was a ton of money from the US.
based there. Binance's chief compliance officer at the time messaged a colleague, "We're operating as a unlicensed security exchange in the USA, bro," according to an SEC filing.
US regulators are known for being sort of tough and a lot of times like the first to really start looking at
Yeah, so they fined them 4 billion, but I do think they made more profit than that.
Plan was for the site to use Binance's technology and brand, but operate independently of the original company and CZ. But behind the scenes,
It was pretty clear, based on the dialogues, that the intention there was to create a site that was for the US users only, but also at the same time allowing US users to continue to tap on the larger website to do their trading and bring US money in to the exchange.
both the SEC and the DOJ started investigating the company's actions and sent subpoenas to
So they investigated them for over 3-4 years.
Binance in 2020. And other countries followed suit.
Was one of the largest in
So let's check that. Oh, UK,
And
Thailand,
other countries
Japan, February 2021, Thailand, Japan to June 2021, UK, and then also US and
followed
Okay.
suit.
was one of the largest industry players in the world. We welcome regulations.
Despite mounting skepticism, the company still continued to grow. At the beginning of 2022, CZ's net worth was estimated to briefly jump to nearly $100 billion, ranking him among CEOs like Mark Zuckerberg and Warren Buffett.
He makes his persona be quite relaxed and, kind of easygoing. We know, though, that, when he's working and at work, he is pretty tough. And, according to all these US authorities that brought cases against Binance, in fact, CZ is extremely driven to make money.
But in 2023, following months of cratering
after this happened with FTX, basically the whole crypto markets collapsed. Like literally FTX was the pinnacle of like the big collapse because FTX was one of the biggest exchanges. Tons of people lost money.
crypto prices and the collapse of FTX and other firms, things began to fall apart. In March, the CFTC sued Binance, alleging that the company was continuing to operate illegally in the US. In May, the company pulled out of Canada, its only major market in North America, citing changes in regulation. Then in June, the SEC filed a lawsuit against CZ and Binance.
That's crazy.
Claiming
SEC says Binance misused customer funds, ran an illegal crypto exchange in the US.
that CZ had continued to maintain undisclosed
Now that's an interesting because there aren't really any rules for crypto, but still they got pretty screwed over. They got really screwed over.
control over Binance US. More countries began investigations, and the company pulled out of others, particularly in Europe. In July, Binance laid off an eighth of its staff,
This is also because of the bear market, I feel like.
and a number of core executives left the company. Then in November, Binance planned to pay the Department of Justice $4.3 billion in fines and plead guilty to a criminal charge. CZ pleaded guilty to
And no jail time, but there's gonna be like a case for him.
violating anti-money laundering requirements, a deal that may allow the company to continue operating. However, he will maintain his majority ownership.
Rather than
So that's pretty good. He can still be actually an advisor. So he did make a huge update on
The
that.
settlement, Binance will have to comply with several rules, and that means you're going to have a lot of
Declined to comment, but said in a public statement, these resolutions acknowledge
I guess this is a good thing for crypto because regulation is good right now. It's the only thing that will save crypto. If you guys want more content like this, smash that like button. I'll keep you guys updated with more news. Peace, everyone.